Hello. What the heck is that? You can collect platinum points? What is that? Anyway, it's Saturday, the day of the week that we play Splatoon. And this is a special edition because it's a Splatfest. We got Splatfest going on. They got Pokemon theme things. You got to pick a team, pick fire, water, grass, as they state right here. As you can tell from the title, I picked water because I enjoy drinking water, I guess. I don't know. What we got the water emote, we got some waters in chat. So I picked that one. Anyway, welcome people. Oh, I didn't even play. I didn't play at all. Oh, look, water won. Just barely. 0.06% in the pregame. Okay, let me greet people. Welcome, Rebuka. Welcome, Shima Panic. Namae. And that's it. And Stream Elements. Gotta thank Stream Elements. Always here, every time. Okay, Splatfest battle. Let's see, yes. Apparently, I was used to the maps changing at like 8 p.m. Eastern time, but I think due to daylight saving, we might actually get like half an hour where I actually get to play tricolor battles. Not like before, when I would always end my stream half an hour before tricolor battles are starting. But yeah, we're gonna play some Splatoon. We got Splatfest going on. Look at this. Burn your enemies. We got is that Peekaboo? Peekaboo from Pokemon? You guys remember Peekaboo? Fire, that's a good art. Grass. Tasty water. I love that water. Well, this one's pretty advanced. What the heck is that? I can't even tell what that is. What is that? I don't know. That's too advanced. It's like Mario. You got like a Mario pipe. Is that what is that? I don't know. Okay. What about this guy? I don't even know. They're doing the dance. Just holding your smartphone doing the dance. We got this is water. We got some water over here. Look at this guy. You see this guy? Wish there was a way to zoom in. Yeah, I wish there was a way to zoom in on... Oh wait, oh no, you can't. Even if you try to zoom in, it just goes back to the regular size. You can zoom in on this guy. Look at this guy. This guy's just jamming. Is that boba? They got boba. They got some milk tea right there. With the brown sugar. We got fire. Glass. Slug. Team grass, okay. Do people in the US call the funny kind of grass? You mean like drugs? I think they do, yeah. That is a term that people use. Oh, look, there's a big dragon. Look at that dragon. What's that up there? Team water, a banner. Wait, I didn't know if you do your portraits vertically, it shows up like this. I never see anyone do that. Oh, we got that there. Here is the default term. What? People don't just say like drugs. Grass. When people say touch grass, then do they mean the drug? Okay. Whoa! What the heck is that? What is this? There's a big man. That's the big man right there. Yeah, the weed. That's what I meant. The drug. Go outside and touch drug. But don't do that. Unless it's legal. I don't know. You do what you want. You do whatever you want. Anyway, we're gonna play some Splatfest. I'm gonna go to the lobby. We're gonna participate in some Splatoon battles today. As you know, I haven't done the gacha yet. Let's do the gacha. Okay, look at all the money I have. I'm just hoarding the money for no reason. I got nothing to spend it on. Okay, here we go. Splatfest battle open. I'm gonna sit up straight. You guys also make sure to sit up straight. I moved my mic slightly higher up. You might hear some mic handling noise. Okay, this is fine. There we go. Okay, how are you guys doing? Saturday. Saturday, November 12th. Or Sunday, depending on your time zone. But probably, most likely, still Saturday. I just watched like a bunch of YouTube videos. Anyway, we're using the easy no skill weapon. Just paint everywhere. And hopefully we get some victories. I don't know. Grass didn't become legal until election day, then it wasn't that much of a good deal. I'm not aware of the legality in different states here. I don't do it. And I have no intention to. I think the only thing that bothers me is that if people were to use it too much in public spaces, and then it just smells like that everywhere, I don't want that. If you want to do it in your own home, or whatever, that's fine. They're working. Yeah, the smell. It's too much. There was one time when I went to California, and I think one of my friends and I, we went on a mountain somewhere, and then as we got to the top, like the the smell of weed got so strong. It's like there's like a group of teenagers at the top. They're just smoking at the top of the mountain. And I said, we are pretty high up. You get it high? Like I forgot what exactly I said. Something with the word high, and then you know the term high. And we were on a mountain, and that is pretty high up. And that's the comedy right there. You say, okay, it's pretty high up. But they're also high. So that's just a long-winded way of me making a pun. And I think it would have been funnier if I didn't explain it in excruciating detail. But it's too late for that. I've already explained it. Anyway, oh god, okay. Okay, I'm not actually even reading chat. Let's see, I decided to write a script to download everything I liked on Twitter. Isn't that built in though? Doesn't Twitter have like a built-in export function that downloads all your tweets as well as your likes in the tweets? I think that's a thing that they do. Oh no. Been fun, busted out the SNES Classic and we played a bunch of old games. Oh, you got one of those? Weren't those like super limited edition though? Like people were trying to like buy them for the longest amount of time. And you always got those scalpers buying them immediately. You actually get one? That's pretty cool. I don't remember what games were available on that aren't available on the Switch Online service. Do you also get the controller? I know people like really wanted to buy the special edition controllers for that. Oh wait, no, it comes with one. No, that's confusing it. There's like a Switch controller that is like an SNES looking controller, but then I think the SNES Classic had its own separate thing. Whoops. Let's see, do you like hiking? Not really. I've been hiking. Like during school trips and stuff like that. I'm surprised we won that. Okay. That's pretty good. Welcome, Hamflo. Export function doesn't download the media of likes. It does, however, download the media of retweets. I see. I see. So you still need to do something to get it. That makes sense. Are you exporting stuff because you're anticipating people are going to delete their Twitters? Or just stop using Twitter altogether? No, no, no. Oh, you are using the export function. I see. Let's see. You used to work at Graveyard, so I was awake on night when it popped up on Amazon. Wait, didn't it release on, like in the middle of the day though? I remember there were like people camping on the website. I think it's probably also on sale on the official Nintendo like physical stores. So I know there were probably people lined up in New York for that, because there's an official Nintendo New York City store where they sell stuff, and they probably had those there as well. And I would imagine you would probably have better chances of getting one there than actually online, because people were like, you know, people, they write bots, they scrape the websites, they scalp them. Even if they try to limit it to like one per person, people will find ways around it. See, I had a feeling about the likes, didn't know about the retweets. I haven't used the Twitter export functionality in a long time. I guess now more people are looking into it because, like, you know, they're thinking Twitter's gonna die soon. Like, I might as well preserve all my tweets before people delete all theirs. I forget when the last backup I had was. Probably many months ago, many years ago even. Don't even know. I regret not downloading some meme videos someone made before they got serious with music. Meme videos. Did they delete all of their original? Is it Filthy Frank? What's up with that guy? Every time people are like, "Oh yeah, that's the guy in the pink suit, and he's doing professional music now." I never watch any of his stuff, and I don't know anything about him. But every time someone mentions Joji, they're like, "Oh man, Filthy Frank." I don't know anything about that guy. Other than the fact that he is a guy who exists. There's a bunch of stuff that is just gone. Yeah. Also, people getting hacked recently, right? Like, Pomu's artist had their account hacked on Twitter. And they had to make a new account for it. Some really strange stuff going on. Make sure you have two-factor auth enabled. And specifically two-factor auth via an app and not via, like, text messages. Because the text messages can be spoofed and intercepted and all that stuff. Just be secure with your account credentials. Don't share password. Use a password manager. You know, all that stuff. All of that stuff. Yeah, how was that Frank so filthy? How could he be like that? I never watched his video, so I don't know like what what all the hype was about. Well, remember this guy? He used to be the pink suit guy. Classic guy in a pink suit. And by suit, I mean like full body suit. Not like a suit that you wear like professionally, you know? Not like those suits that you wear to a conference. Oh, look at that big Tenta missiles. I got all 4 of them. Literally all of them. All of them are gone now. They were very saisoned. I would imagine so. Okay, there's a guy right here. You think you can get me? I don't think so. Okay, let me go back. Let me use my special. Oh, look, all 4 of them. I got all 4 of them. It probably wasn't the best idea to, like, die in the last 15 seconds, because that's when it matters the most. Okay, I'm gonna paint some more over here. No one's painting here. I paint, I'm gonna throw the bomb. I forgot how this song makes me Wolf's dance. Maybe I should splatfest. You can do it just to get the seashells. Your team happens to win. At least pick a team. Right, you'll get something for it. Let's see, Zoli started using a password manager recently. It took 7 years of being aware of them. Friend going, you don't even need to change them right away. Yeah. Password managers, they're good. Just generate long strings of passwords. And then you just gotta remember one of them. And that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I've been using one for like, I don't know. I don't even know when I started using it. Many years. Water Fiend. Okay, I'm gonna stop and then I'm gonna go drink the energy drink or whatever the heck, so I get more money. Gotta do this one. Double the battle cash. There's like so much food. I don't even play enough Splatoon to be able to use all of them. Okay, we're gonna go back. Do Splatfest Battle Open. Yes, exactly. Anyway, today, besides just watching YouTube videos, I did a small amount of programming. I noticed, there's a bug in one of the things that I wrote a while ago. I have that one page that shows the pinned tweets of the Nijisanji EN members. And I was looking at the GitHub logs, and I was noticing that the runs were failing. And this is probably very not interesting, but the logging framework that I was using was logging to standard out instead of standard error. And so when it did a retry, I was putting the error message into the JSON, and that doesn't make any sense. You don't want that. So I had to update it to put the errors into standard error, which is what I would have expected. And then I pushed the change, and then I don't know if it's going to work. It's probably going to work. And then you say, wow, that's so relatable, Wolfie. I've had so many cases where something was logging to standard error instead of standard out. Sorry, the other way around. Wow, I can't believe there's a streamer who can relate to my obscure programming-related things. Wow. I would typically expect a logging framework to log to standard error. No, maybe it's just maybe I'm just built different, huh? As far as people are concerned. What am I using to access Twitter? The normal Twitter API? There's a reverse engineered version where you don't have to use an API token. It's the same API that the web app uses. So you know how like the web app, if you go on Twitter and you don't sign in, you can still see tweets. They're using a proprietary built-in like GraphQL endpoint that's for like internal usage, but you can easily just, you know, figure it out. And that's what I'm using. I don't know if it's allowed. Just pretend I didn't say that, but there are ways to do it. But I'm only querying it once every like half hour or so. So it's not like a big thing. Welcome Clover Jackson. I saw a couple and settle for a Python lib that seemed easy to program with. Yeah, I think there's one for Python. I might have copied the logic from that Python app actually. But yeah, like an issue with the Twitter API is that it's like extremely limited. I think back in the day it used to be a lot better, and then Twitter stopped. Like they started clamping down on third-party apps, and so the recent versions of the API are not as friendly for developers. And so, like the Grand Blue Raid Finder stuff that I wrote many years ago, it's using like a filter API for tweets. But then I think in their upcoming version that they want people to use, and they're probably going to deprecate that endpoint soon. But the new one that they're going to have is like very limited number of tweets that you can get per month. I mean, it is pretty high for like regular uses, but for something like Grand Blue Raid Finder, it does not, it's not enough. It's like 1 million tweets per month or something. And as you know, Grand Blue players, they tweet a lot because it's built into the game. How am I doing? I am doing okay. Saturday, we're playing Splatoon. Would you expect debug level log to go to standard error? I would expect all logging to go to standard error. Because if you have an application that, I don't know, it depends on the type of application, I guess. Oops, oh no. If it's like logging that you're emitting from your application itself, I don't know, I don't know. Do I want some graphic work for my channel? I do not. I do my own graphics, and also, actually, I have no graphics. I have the Karagi graphics that she made, but I do not. Thank you for the offer, though. I'm not currently in the market for channel-related things. There's like a lot of streamers that have like fancy overlays and like a lot of cool stuff. You got like transition screens, and I'm just here like I got no overlays. I have my intro screen. Actually, I guess my end of stream screen is pretty fancy. It's got the custom stuff that I built. It's got the whole like, ooh, what day is today? I got that one. That's pretty cool. And I guess the opening screen I have has the fish as well. It's still actually the opening screen that I have is still connected to YouTube. And as you know, I don't stream on YouTube, so those fish that show up in the intro were super chat fish from like a year ago. They're still doing well. They're still doing well in that fish tank. Thankfully, they are of different colors still. It takes like the last 25 donations from YouTube. Sorry, the last 25 super chats. And that's it. I gotta turn the sound on my computer to go through my headphones. Okay, there we go. Recently had the chance to check out a Karagi stream. Was comfy. Thank you for the recommendation. Yeah, converting people to be Karagi viewers. Let's go. Good streamer. One of the top streamers of all time. If I had to say, it would be one of them. She would be one of them. Possibly. How Juan get Juan like a dog? One. She would be one of them. Yeah, but her schedule changed recently, so I'm less able to watch her streams on weekdays, because it's usually at like midnight Eastern time when she starts streaming. And that's too late. That's too late. And then she's streaming a lot of Little Busters, which is a visual novel. And I feel like with visual novels, like it's basically all about the story, right? So if you miss a few streams, you have no idea what's happening. So I don't tend to tune into those. +2, yeah, +1 even. Exactly. Anyway, it's fine, whatever. You don't gotta watch every stream. I used to watch every stream, and then I learned I don't have to do that. There's no reason to watch every stream. I've not missed a Little Buster stream and still have no idea what's happening. Look, okay, here's my... I've never played it, I've never watched the anime or played the game. Here's my interpretation. There are some busters and they are little. And there's a character that has a big hat. And she says, "Wahoo!" like Mario. And that's it. That's all I know about it. Is she the Little Buster? I don't even know. Who is the Little Buster? Oh, Big Ham, thank you for the raid. Welcome. You were playing... wait a second. I think I tuned into your stream for like a little bit, but I forgot already what it was. I'm gonna do a shout out as soon as this round is ending. As soon as this round is over, and I will find it. Or you can just tell me. Oh yeah, Warcraft. Yeah. Warcraft, exactly. You have the new model as well. I was looking at it. So, whoa, it turns to the side. Like, it's pretty rare to see VTubers that are not facing straight at the camera. And, like, it's much harder to rig those. So, good job on that. Yeah, that 3/4 view. 3/4 view. Anyway, hope you had a good stream. You're playing some Splatoon, because today is Splatfest. This is where you choose a team, and I chose Team Water because I like water. And I would recommend drinking water whenever you can. Not too much water, just you know, enough to stay hydrated. And here we are. We're the water respecters. Yeah, Wartortle. Okay, here we go. Okay, you get. No, don't kill me. Okay, they killed me in the last 3 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna do the shout out. Shout out Big Ham _VT. And then I'll do the other shout out because you gotta do it. Gotta do both shout outs. There's both of them. Both of these shout outs. Yeah, it is hard to rig. Anyway, yeah, we have fun here. We're having fun. I was not paying attention. Did we win that one? Or did we lose? I can't tell. Okay, we won. We won that one. Literally 1897. Literally 1897. I did win. Yeah, it said victory right there. Water is winning so much. I did one splat that round. We got carried by that one guy. Yeah, fun times. Fun times today. Hope you guys are doing well as well. Doing okay as well, as they say in the business. Splatoon. Or not splatooning. You could not be splatooning, and that's also perfectly fine. But I am splatooning. And I will continue to splatoon for at least the next 2 hours. Can't stop me. Nothing can stop me from splatooning. Except maybe if there was some emergency, but I don't think there will be. You can never be sure though, so I gotta put a disclaimer. I said nothing, and then there's like nothing with an asterisk because, you know, there's always something. Can't just say nothing. It's gotta be something. As far as I'm aware, there will be nothing. When is the new Pokemon game coming out? It's like next week or something. This week maybe even? I'm not even gonna get it. I have no plan on playing a mainline Pokemon game ever again. Not because of any of the company's decisions or the recent games. I just no longer am interested in Pokemon. But I hope it's a good game. That people don't have too much to complain about. People always complain about the animations. Say, oh, I can't believe they didn't animate this move for like literally 900 Pokemon. Look at the minimal effort they're putting in. Can't believe. But I have no such opinions. I don't really care. Like, does it really matter that much? I don't know. Who even knows? You think the kids who play these games care? They're just like, oh, it's Pikachu. Look, it's Pikachu. They're not like, oh no, they didn't animate the jumping animation. Oh shoot, no, there's a guy right here. Yeah, these, I think about the amount of works that would go into it and how much people would actually care. Yeah, exactly. There's like 900 Pokemon. You can't expect them to add unique animations for every Pokemon. Literally not even possible. Yeah, remember Pokemon Red and Blue? There were no animations. The Pokemon were just like static images. People are expecting too much. It's all about the graphics. Oh, there we go. There's a Ryan. Yo, Ryan is in this game. Ryan with the 2 stars. Ryan Gary. Alright. I mean, as long as the gameplay is fun. But I don't know if the gameplay is fun, because... I don't know. I haven't really played Pokemon games recently. Oh no, there's a guy here. Got him. That one kid that was raised to be super snobbish about animation. There's a lot of people like that. There's too many people that care too much about Pokemon. It'll take simple 4-frame animation pixel art. I think, like... You think they'll ever make, like, a pixel art Pokemon game ever again? I feel like they've invested so much into making these 3D models that they're probably not. They're probably not going to. But what if they did? I mean, okay, they can't really make like 900 portraits. That's too much. They've already spent the time 3D modeling them. I guess they're just gonna reuse them. But what if they did though? Well, actually, I guess the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games, they're kind of 2D, right? I don't know about the recent ones, but the Game Boy ones. Well, I guess the recent ones are probably 3D as well. I don't know. Also, welcome Slime Molder and Luke Zade. Wouldn't really fit with the Switch. Possibly. I think I will sit out this gen because the setting is a school. What? How does that change anything? They've had schools in other Pokemon games. I mean, you're spending most of the time like not inside the school, presumably, right? I don't know. Yo, #1 damage taker, me. Did we win that one? I think we did win that one, probably. Yeah, we did. I'm so focused on the banter, I'm not even paying attention to our decisive victories. I was a top player in terms of inking. Let's see, they might make a spin-off. I feel like if they did like a more minimal version of Pokemon, like with the understanding that it's not a mainline game, but you can still do some battles, and you know they had like a limited number of Pokemon, but then people will get upset, right? They're like, why won't they add my favorite Pokemon to this game? Everyone out there's got to have like like all the Pokemon that exist, everyone has to be someone's favorite. So I don't know. Maybe if they do a Pokemon Pocket Pikachu device version 3. Yeah, remember when they had Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver? And they had the Poke Walker? I love that thing. That thing was so cool. You could walk with your... Oh, come on. You could walk with your favorite Pokemon in real life. I did that. I even kept track of the number of steps I took. And at the end of the day, I used to have... It used to be like a public Tumblr where I would post like a blog every day. And I would include the number of steps I took based on my Pokewalker. And then eventually I stopped doing it. But while I had it, it was cool. It's pretty cool. If you stumbled over at Dexit, that's what was described. Yeah, when they didn't have all the Pokemon. When they didn't add literally every Pokemon to every game. What if one day they just stop making Pokemon? I mean, not the games, but like making new Pokemon. People would also get upset. If they, I don't know. There's too many Pokemon. Like in real life, you're not just like discovering like 500 new species every few years, right? Actually, I don't know. Maybe you are. Maybe, I don't know. But not at the same rate as Pokemon, right? Remember like the first game? Like, oh, there's only 150 Pokemon. Oh, but actually, this world, there's like actually a bunch of different regions that somehow we never talked to. And they all have completely different Pokemon. And so actually, there's like over like 900 of them. Whoa, imagine that. Imagine if it was like that in real life. Like, if there was like some region of the world that we somehow just... You know, there's like a billion different unique species that we literally haven't even seen before. We are still just... Oh yeah, I guess underwater, yeah. People have said we've discovered more of space than we have our own ocean. Isn't that scary? There's like so much stuff down there, you don't even know. There could literally be a Pikachu in the ocean right now, and we would not even know. A surfing Pikachu somewhere? It could be real, you can't disprove it. Nintendo correctly predicted surfing Pikachu? And who better to discover the species? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Just send like the 10-year-old out there to enslave the new Pokemon. Just capture them, just battle, put their lives in danger. As you know, Pokemon never attack humans. That's why it's safe. There's this understood thing where Pokemon, they see humans, they will only attack other Pokemon somehow. Definitely. Totally safe. They can make good new games with the pre-existing Pokemon like Mystery Dungeon. Yeah. There's also Poke Park. I didn't even know those games existed until I saw Karagi play them. Poke Park looks pretty cool. I've never played them myself, but they were pretty unique. I mean, the first game at least. The pre-existing Pokemon. Yeah, exactly. It's like the regions of Pokemon World ended Sakoku Old Japan isolation in sequence. Yeah, they just like, oh yeah, I guess it's been a few years. I guess you guys can go. It's like the COVID lockdowns, maybe. It's like new Pokemon regions are being unlocked every few years because they've experienced some sort of pandemic, and then every few years they open their borders, and then you find out they haven't been in contact with them for like forever. So people don't even know these Pokemon exist until now. Also, what the heck is this? Am I lagging? I'm like lagging. I'm lagging so much. In Alpha Sapphire, you ride Rayquaza. Is it Rayquaza or Rayquaza? I don't know. I'm gonna say Rayquaza. Rayquaza into space. What the heck? I did not even play any of those games. You literally send a 10-year-old into space to fight Pokemon? It's weird. Oh yeah, you guys see the thing in like in the Pokemon anime? Like Ash finally became like a world champion or something? It took him 25 years. He's still 10 years old. And yet he's finally done it. I think I saw like the official some official sports Twitter tweeted about it, and that's how I found out. Spoilers, by the way, maybe that's spoilers. I don't know, for you guys who are still watching the Pokemon anime. Spoilers, Ash became the champion. You wear a protective suit. Oh yeah, of course, that makes it work. You gotta, when you go to space, you gotta wear the suit. Let's see, I'm not sure there's an official pronunciation since the games don't have voice acting. I think probably like Pokemon Corporation has like official Pokemon battles and stuff like that, right? Tournaments and stuff like that. They probably have the announcers use the correct pronunciation, I'm gonna assume. So there's gotta be, right? There's gotta be one. There's probably like a standard way to say it. As far as Pokemon names go, like Feraligatr like just has GATR at the end of the name because of like limitations with the length of Pokemon names. Rayquaza? I don't know. Pokemon, they're fake anyway. Pokemon aren't real. So it doesn't even matter. Oh, yeah, they probably said it in the anime too, right? They probably said it in the anime. They broadcast it in Tokyo as well. Like on the TVs, the big screens in Tokyo. They got those fancy like 3D looking screens that they put ads on. The one in forget where it is. You always got like those 3D cats. It looks like they're peeking out of the building. You know what I'm talking about? Those ones. Those are all the rage nowadays. Yeah, those. Yeah, whatever that place is called. I've been there. I've been to that location. I think it was before they added those though. But every time I see it, I've walked on that street before. It was everyone was like, "Well, I knew it. I know that. I know what you're talking about." I'm aware of this thing. A streamer said a thing that I know. I can now finally say something. You ever get that when you're in a chat and you're like, you're just there lurking, but then you got nothing to say. And then the streamer says something and everyone's like, "Yo, wait, I know what that is." And then everyone in chat goes, "I know this thing." Streamer, I know, I can relate. I can relate to this thing. I know I haven't said anything in the past 2 hours, but I've been here. I just have nothing to say. But now I can say something. Relatable. Hashtag relatable. Look at that. Look at this. Literally Splatoon up here. I got someone. Literally reading everyone's mind. Yeah, there's some times when I'm just like in a stream and I'm just waiting for something to say. I don't want to just like send just like a random emote just to say hi, just so that the person knows I'm there, but like I want to actually like respond to something, you know? And then maybe like an hour into it, I haven't said anything yet, and then they end the stream. And, like, they don't even know I was here. I guess they don't need to know that I was there, but like, you know, sometimes it's cool. Sometimes when I see people in my chat, I could be like, oh yeah, they were there. So they were there. I remember. Mentally taking notes of everyone's attendance. Just kidding, I don't do that. What if I did? There's probably a streamer that does that. What if there's a streamer that actually takes attendance? Like a teacher? Okay, today here's your assignment. You gotta answer this question. I see you're late today. You do the assignment? We have an exam coming up. This will be on the quiz. Here, yes, there. What's going on? Oh, we got him. No, Byleth from, what's that game called? Fire Emblem? I was gonna say Metal Gear. Why do it mentally when a bot could do it? Yeah, you could have a bot do it. Yeah, presence. Can I have an excused absence? May you have an excused absence? Yes. Yes, you can. Yes, you may. You may. In the spreadsheet. I have my spreadsheet. I have to do manual updates to my Raider spreadsheet because sometimes people change their names. Like Cloth Racer. He changed his name to Cloth Bug recently. And I had to manually update my spreadsheet to have the correct name on it. And sometimes people do it and I don't know until much later. Sometimes it happens, people change their names. Yeah, he's no longer racing. He's just a bug now. Yeah, he's changed it. I was lurking his stream today. He was doing a stream where he was talking about his Japan trips. And I was like, that's cool. That's very cool. I have nothing to say though, but I was there. So Twitch users don't have a specific number. Oh, they do, but I don't record that in the spreadsheet because it's kind of hard to I don't know. Because when you're just seeing like a user ID rated another user ID, like that doesn't mean anything to me. I guess I could store both, but like I don't know. It feels redundant. Maybe it's fine. But yeah, when you raid someone or when someone raids you, it does tell you their user ID. So I could store that. I just chose not to. The notification also includes like the number of raiders, and I considered putting that in the spreadsheet, but then I was like, you know what? That's too much. It's too much. I don't care about numbers. You know, when you get like data and you're just like, oh, but this data is here, I might as well record it. Otherwise, I'm just like throwing it away. But sometimes maybe it's not worth keeping that data. Be responsible with your data collection. Especially, I don't know. People who have worked in companies, you know what it's like when you collect data. And then countries introduce a new law that's like, oh yeah, you gotta have this process for deleting customer data. GDPR, the California CCPA, whatever. Who can relate? You guys know that thing like when you sign up on a website, there's sometimes if a company obeys CCPA, it has a thing that says do not track my data or whatever, do not sell my data. I think that language is required by a California law. And so I always thought that was weird. The language is so extreme. Like, do not sell my data. A checkbox that says that. But it's also required. The same thing for like the cookie banner stuff. You know, every time you go to like a website, it's like this website use cookies. I know people are aware that this is part of the law, but also, do you know that like the customization of, like, you know, when they say, okay, this site uses cookies, do you agree to using the cookies? But then there's also like a custom thing that says like, okay, customize which cookies I'm allowed to use. I think there's a law that says that customization screen has to default to using like the minimum required cookies. And so one thing I noticed when I go on websites and I click on the customize which cookies are being used banner, they tend to default to like the minimum. And I'm just like, okay, this gotta be like due to a law or something. Oops. Let's see, could having the account numbers make the not script do the renaming of account names? It could, but I don't feel like putting in that effort, you know. Like, the spreadsheet doesn't get updated that often. And I guess if someone changes their names, I guess I would prefer to know about it, I guess. Let's see, did you see that Korean streamers can't have VODs now? What? Really? I did not know about that one. What's that law? What is that law? Not even like on YouTube? Like, I know like like Niji Sanji has a Korean branch, right? I guess it's technically part of the main branch now, but like they have Korean streamers. So like then what? After they stream, it's just like it just goes nowhere. I don't know. It's more of a net neutrality thing. Don't let the ISP anything. What? They can make their own, but Twitch can't store them? Wait, what? I gotta look this up. What is that about? Why Twitch specifically? Like, if they stream on YouTube, it's, I don't know. What is the details? I get all my news from my chat now. Tell me about the news. Tell me about the new governmental policies of Korea. Korean streaming on Twitch. I would assume that people are upset about this. Streamers from Korea. Oh, like on Twitch, VODs are turned off by default. You have to like specifically go in and save them. And that gets a lot of new streamers. Sometimes people do debut streams and then they find out they didn't enable VODs on Twitch and then it's gone forever. I know that's happened to a few people that I know. It happened to like Elira when the first time she streamed on Twitch. It's happened to one of my friends. Common issue. Like, I guess it saves a lot on storage space, but still. Also, recently on YouTube, there was this change so that, you know how like you could sort the videos in a channel by like number of views, like highest to lowest or lowest to highest, and also like, what is it, chronological order? Wait, no, they didn't have sorting by like lowest views, but like, you know, you could see the first videos that a channel posted, but now they only allow you to sort by most popular and what was the other one? And most popular and newest. And I think it's to save storage space on like really old videos. Because sometimes when I check my VODs for like stuff from a year ago, it takes a long time for it to load. And I think they're doing this thing where they want to make it harder to access old videos so that they could store it somewhere where it costs less money, but it takes longer to actually get it to work. Or not to get it to work, but like to access the video. It's called cold storage. And it costs significantly less. And I'm going to assume that a lot of channels have really old videos that are basically never viewed. And so if they make old videos harder to look at, or harder to, you know, browse, I guess I could save them like a bunch of money. So I'm assuming that's what that was there for. Okay, there's a link. News. Twitch Korea plans removing VODs, clips. Wait, even clips? They're removing clips as well for Korean stream? What the heck? That's weird. I guess, I don't know, there's some law. So limited to 720p. What is going on over there? I don't even know. Literally don't even know. Isn't it the opposite? They keep new VODs on the edge because it's more likely that someone will check them. No, they could have cold storage for their really old videos. It could be both. Both could be true. It's probably both. I just walked into that bomb. It's fine. It's fine. They got Kirby on the other team. Curb. Yeah, I think Twitter also. I think the way Twitter is built. They probably have like some caches, like caching mechanisms for the most popular tweets. And so probably there's like the accounts that have not been viewed in a long time. Probably takes a bit long to access. Yeah, Kirby. Classic Kirby. Okay, I'm gonna click this link to find out what this Korea thing is about. I hate the first time I go on the website, the first thing it says is, this site wants to show you notifications. Does anyone ever like allow those? Unless it's like a social media site or site you expect to use. Like if you just go on like a random blog, a random news site, immediately, oh, this site wants to show you notifications? No. Why would anyone say yes? I think typically you want to put like a banner that says, here's what we want to show you, rather than just showing it. Anyway, Twitch Korea explains why they're stopping VOD-related content as part of our service development efforts. Okay, there's a bunch of text. It doesn't say why. The importance of complying with Korean laws. Okay, but what laws? What are they talking about? Just some general laws. Okay, I'm like 45% of the way through this article. I'm like 70% of the way through the article, and I do not see what law they're talking about. I don't know. Someone summarize. 720p thing explains more. Okay, I don't know. If you could summarize in 2 or 3 sentences. They got Bingus on this team. Bingus the cat. Internet famous cat. Bingus. The government wants companies like Twitch, YouTube to pay them more money because they use a lot of data. Oh yeah, wait, didn't they have this thing for like when Squid Game was super popular? Yeah, okay, that explains that. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, when Squid Game was really popular, I think the Korean government wanted Netflix to pay for the bandwidth because too many people were watching it and it was like congesting the internet usage. And so I guess this is probably something similar. Can they do that? You can just say like, okay, which has to pay. I don't know, I guess they could do that. It's a bit weird though. It's like, well, there's a lot of people viewing it because there's demand for it. It's not like, you know, the thing is like they could just shut down access to all of Korea, right? They don't want to pay. It is a bit strange. Force the ISPs to charge the companies. How does that even work? Oh no. There's no way the network is actually congested from people watching stuff though. Well, that's how bandwidth works. The things have limited bandwidth. Oh shoot. So if everyone is watching something, because like video takes up a lot of bandwidth. So yes, it is possible that it is an actual issue. It's Korea, surely they have enough bandwidth. I think ISPs usually like oversell what they can provide. Like this was a thing like in every industry. Like planes, right? When you book a plane ticket, they typically overbook the plane. Because usually someone ends up missing their... Or someone ends up canceling last minute. But there's stuff like this where they promise more than they can actually do. Same thing for like web hosting providers. Some places will say you can have unlimited bandwidth, but you don't actually. Because they expect most customers will use up like a reasonable amount of bandwidth. Same thing for phone plans, right? If you pay for like whatever number of gigabytes, if they say you have unlimited bandwidth, like after some limit, they will throttle you. It is like technically unlimited, but they like to reduce what they actually offer you. And so there's a lot of stuff like that. They will tell you they have unlimited bandwidth, but they don't actually. They're very common. About band length. I think that's an actual thing. Band length. Look it up. Band length. Ultrasonic resonator. Yeah, band length is a... It's a thing. If you look up band length, it's mostly like wristbands for your watch. Those band length matter. It affects your watch. Rubber bands. Whoa, that's Niji Sanji. It's not. It's the Niji Sanji number, but not really. I didn't do that well this round. I only used specials twice. Okay. I will go read up on that traffic thing because I personally find it sus still. Oh, that's how bandwidth works. Right? If you got like, for example, you got like a fiber optic cable, it can transmit a certain amount of data in a certain amount of time. And so if you are requesting too much data and the people around you are on the same like the same line or whatever, it will limit stuff. And then it's got to go through like routers across the internet. And so those routers might be serving other clients. It's got a lot of stuff. A lot of internet networking. You got TCP congestion. Well, I mean streaming video usually uses UDP. But it's a thing. You got things, networking. I do not understand how they under-provision that much that it would ever become a problem with fast connections. I don't know. I don't know, man. They don't expect everyone to be watching the video. When they promise things, it's usually... I don't think it's much of an issue like that they can't support it. It's that it would cost much more for them to support it. They could probably spend more to do it, but they would rather have Twitch pay for it rather than paying for it themselves. That's how people do things. They're like, if someone else can pay for this instead of me, I would prefer that. That's how things are. That's how this world works. Oh no, there's someone shooting stuff at me. So much of the world internet was just streaming, right? Don't know if Bitcoin changed that. I don't know actually. Yeah, probably, because like streaming video uses the most bandwidth. I don't think Bitcoin and cryptocurrency uses bandwidth. It's mostly like CPU and GPU. Because they're not transmitting a lot of data over the wire. I don't know. It's like how the government in Japan makes them release Dragon Quest on a certain day because every person in the country is gonna buy. I did hear about that. I didn't know that was like an actual major thing. Mandated by the government? I had no idea. It's like when they release a new is there an equivalent in the US? Is there like a game that's so popular you would expect people to take the day off from work? I don't know. Maybe in the past. What is like Halo? Well, I don't know. Maybe not Halo. You know, if they released a new Call of Duty. Yeah, I was thinking of Call of Duty. GTA 5. Oh, they're not gonna release a new I guess, I don't know. When was the most recent GTA game? Still 5? That was many years ago still. Reading a news article that says 1.2 trillion bits of data. That's a weird way to... bits of data? You would say, like... that doesn't sound like a lot, actually. Bits of... a billion bits of data. Trillion bits of data. You would typically say, like, gigabytes, or, like... I don't know, petabytes or whatever. 1.2 trillion bits is like not even that much. And it's like, it's bits instead of bytes. You guys know that the number of bits in a byte is actually implementation dependent? Most people, you don't know this, most people say there's 8 bits in a byte. And it's true of modern architectures. But the actual definition of a byte is implementation dependent. I learned this. I learned this in college. It doesn't really matter, but it's just, you know, just something you could be like, but oh, actually, a byte, a gigabyte. No, they gotta know. Did not learn it. It's not even important. It's not like in most practical applications, a byte will be 8 bits. But there are some obscure systems where it's not. I don't think any of them are used nowadays. But technically, also welcome Defins. I remember because when I was in I was in operating systems class, and the professor actually asked us. He had the question like, "Oh yeah, how many bits are in a byte?" Everyone was like, "Oh yeah, 8, of course, obviously." You think we don't know computer science? 8. Obviously 8. And then there was one kid who was always like, actually, it's implementation dependent. And the professor was like, exactly. He's right. He's right, and he should say it. That's where I learned it. Yeah, use big number. Whoa, 1 billion bytes? That's like a that's like a gigabyte. I don't know. Yeah, Albert Einstein. That Dragon Quest being forced to release on a certain day is actually not true. It's not true. Do people still care that much about Dragon Quest? I guess from the perspective of someone not in Japan, it's it's a bit incredulous. But maybe if you were in Japan, that's a totally different thing. Maybe it is actually still super popular. Most definitely is. Pokemon though. Yokai Watch? Wait, are they still making Yokai Watch? Is that a thing that people still playing them? I don't know anything about that. There was a subquest about that in Yakuza. You have to steal a kid's copy of Dragon Quest. Yeah, oh, come on. Disconnected. Dang it. It's surprising how the series stayed pretty obscure outside of Japan. Yeah. Like they localized Dragon Quest as Dragon Warrior. Dragon Warrior like 1, 2, and 3. I played those on the Game Boy Color back in the day. Those were pretty cool. They had Dragon Warrior monsters. Isn't Dragon Quest Builders still pretty popular? It's like Minecraft, but not. Wasn't Splatoon 3 the biggest release in Japan of all time? Yeah. I remember reading that. It was in the news. Series executive producer said that while the police did complain to the company about the game's releases causing increases in truancies, the decision to change the release dates from Thursdays to Saturdays was on Square Enix's own volition. I see. Release a game on Thursday. Thursday is like a weird day to release a game. I feel like Like usually when they release new like Nintendo games, it's usually on like Friday, right? Friday at midnight. I'm sure the new Pokemon game is probably coming out Friday at midnight. Because they want people to enjoy the weekend. You can get the long weekend. You can play video games. As soon as you get home, the game has been loaded up. It's been purchased. And you can play it. Oh, shoot. That is indeed a paragraph. Are there other common video game misconceptions you guys know about? Specifically related to laws. It's like a very specific thing. You guys aware of anything very specifically related to our specific topic of discussion right now that I could expand on for content reasons? Make sure to leave a comment. What's your favorite VTuber playing the new Pokemon game? I don't know if anyone that I watch is going to play it. I don't know. If I did watch it, I would just be leaving it on in the background. I would not actually be paying attention to like the actual gameplay. It's Pokemon. I don't know. You've seen one Pokemon game, you've seen all of them. Basically all the same. You got the formula down. Oh no. Those games are also kind of long. Like I would never stream that game because it would take a long time to beat it. Maybe not like that long, but like as far as streams that I play or games that I play on stream, it would be it'd be pretty long. It would take many weeks for me to finish it at the rate that I stream stuff at. Because I know there's some streamers who like, as soon as a game comes out, they start streaming it and then they play it for like 10 hours. And then they go to sleep, they wake up, they stream it for another like 10 hours. Not me. I don't do that. It's like that's a way to get burnt out. Well, I guess if you're playing it, it's like you would have been playing this game normally in your off time anyway. But I think nowadays I have no intention of playing games that are that long. 40 to 50 hours. That seems pretty long for a Pokemon game. I don't know, we don't even know. It's not even out yet. What's the longest Wolfie series? I don't know. What is the longest? VR fishing? Well, I guess like story-based games. As far as story-based games go, probably either Mario Sunshine or Mario Galaxy, and those weren't very long. There's probably something else, I don't know, that I'm forgetting. I don't even know. Well, Mario Sunshine was like... It was less than 10 streams. I guess you could find out, you could check the VODs. Check the list of VODs. Fun fact, you can find out the fun facts. Or not. Oh yeah, I should hydrate. I'm gonna hydrate. Alright. Sunshine Galaxy and Kirby took 7 streams. All of them? Wow, that's a coincidence. Exactly 7 streams for each of those 3 games. That's cool. Yeah, that's probably... Those are probably the longest series of story-based games. Progression-based games. Elden Ring, I didn't really stream that. That was just me streaming it because I happened to be playing it. I didn't like narrate it at all. Those streams also were not public. They were just, when I streamed them, they were unlisted. I just wanted a record of the bad decisions I made in that game. Any game you currently enjoy a lot? Picross. I don't know, I don't know. Just Picross. What about you guys? What games have you been playing? Gamers. What are some recent fun games? Splatoon, fishing, Minesweeper. I played Minesweeper. Been playing Genshin for a bit. I stopped playing Genshin many years ago. It got to the point where it was like grindy, and I'm just like, I don't want to do this. And then I just stopped. Right, as soon as I get into the thing where like all I'm doing is doing like daily quests, like logging in every day to do something specific, I decide I gotta stop doing it. And then I just quit. It's pretty easy. The Final Fantasy 14. That seems like quite the time sink. Are you on that free trial? Final Fantasy 14, the free trial up until level 60, including the critically acclaimed Heaven Sword or whatever. Classic meme. Ingenious marketing technique. You get all the players to turn it into a meme and then they advertise the games for you. I don't even play the game and I already told you guys the ad. Buddy Simulator 1984. What is that? Literally 1984? Shoot. I haven't heard of that one. The games that Hamplo has been streaming? Yeah, Metal Gear. Revengeance. See, nothing lately. Trying to watch Vermilion VR and a Sprite tutorials. I tried playing Vermilion VR. That's, for people not familiar, that's basically like a painting game in VR. They try to simulate realistic paint, the criteria of critically... Sorry, I was reading the message. Critically acclaimed paint. Now, they try to make it like you're physically painting, so like... They got the paint blends, and you have to like... You know, it runs thin, you gotta add water and stuff like that. I tried playing it once or twice, and it's hard. It's hard to do. And so I just stopped. 3D space painting? No, that one is such art. That's a different game. Vermilion is such art. Those are two different ones. Such art does not have VR, unfortunately. But, yeah. Coming back from time to time is good, though, since the story moves of Final Fantasy 14. I feel like when I used to play MMOs, like I didn't care at all about the lore. I mean, okay, I guess this is true in general, not just MMOs. Like there was a long time ago when I played World of Warcraft, and I did not care at all what the story was. Just like, here's a quest, go here, kill this guy, turn in the item, get a reward. I don't know, there's some battle happening, I don't know. Oh, the world looks different now, and then that's all. When I played Genshin, there's like a story. I just skipped through it. That's me. That's how I play games now. See, also got back into Magic the Gathering. You mean like physically or online? Because I know there's like not metal. Magic the Gathering online, and then it's also you could also play it in person. Classic in-person game. And there's also like Marvel Snap. That's a game that exists that I heard people play. It's like a card battling game. apparently it's pretty good, but I have no intention of playing it. Also, I don't really know anything about Marvel. The only Marvel movie I've watched is Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man movie. And that's it. With the actual cards, okay. But then you gotta like go outside and play in person with people. No, they got the missiles. I think our team is losing. Let's see, it's in the fourth wall breaking genre. That's a thing like Doki Doki Literature Club, except it's more of an adventure RPG thing. Oh, the Buddy Simulator 1984 thing. A lot of games. There's a lot of games that love to break the fourth wall. Typical game. The story is alright in FF14. Doesn't Final Fantasy XIV also have like... I guess like every fantasy game has like wacky names, but every time I read a name of a character from Final Fantasy XIV, it's always got like... I don't know, it's just weird. They got like a lot of L's and Y's in their name. I know it's like they got their own like made up language, but like... Every time I just see the names, I'm like, that's a funny looking name. And I'm allowed to say that because they're fictional, okay? If this is... they're not real. If they were real, then this would be problematic, but they're not real. Let's see, Genshin turned into the story gets good eventually. I don't know. What even happens? I don't even know what happens in Genshin. It's just like, oh, here's a character. They're evil, but now you can get them in gacha. You can literally get them on your team. Classic thing of like, oh, this guy's evil, but then like after a while, you just they're chill now. I know they were trying to destroy the world, but now they're just chilling. They're on your team for some reason. Oops. Nobody else. Is it based on Welsh? I don't know. Okay. Spider-Man is the least Marvel movie. That was like one of the early ones, so I guess they've changed. They've changed over time, as they tend to do. Oh wait, no, I've watched Into the Spider-Verse as well. I would say that is the best Marvel movie. Of the two Marvel movies that I've seen. Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Classic. Classic movies. That's a Sony movie? Wait, what? It's like a Marvel... Wait, like Marvel... It's like a Marvel thing though. They own Spider-Man, right? Marvel. Very child. Yeah, there's a guy in that game. Sorry, what game was it? Genshin? There's a guy in Genshin literally named Child, but with an E at the end. He's not a child, he's just Child. It's always weird to see people say it. And someone's like, oh yeah, who's your favorite character? Oh, Child. What? Which child? Oh, Child with an E at the end, okay. The neon Splatfest ink looks nice. Yeah, it's like night mode. It's nighttime. They should have nighttime more often in this game. Original Spider-Man trilogy had the same font as original PlayStation logo. I think I do remember seeing that at some point. I've only seen, of the original Spider-Man trilogy, I've only seen the first one. Because it was provided for free in the computer that I bought when I was a kid. Or that my parents got me. Actually, I guess it makes sense. It was a Sony Vaio, and I guess if if Sony owns Sony made that movie, so I guess they just included it. You had the choice between that movie and like I forget the other one. I forget the title of it. But I chose Spider-Man. And I was like, this is pretty good. Wow, you can own a movie digitally? What the heck? You can watch you're telling me I can watch this as many times as I want it digitally? And then I watched it several times because that's what you do. You got the movie for free. You gotta watch it. And as a kid, I had nothing else to do. PlayStation 3. Oh yeah, right. I assumed you meant that. That's what I thought of. When I think of the original PlayStation logo, I don't know. I do not think of Spider-Man. Let's see. Sony has partial rights to Spider-Man, while Marvel fully owns the rest of the characters. Wait, like even like... Because I thought like Spider-Man was originally like a comic book character, but Sony wasn't involved with that. I would assume like they didn't. Sony was not in the comic book business. Do they own like the? Actually, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with that. I actually never thought about it. Is that why Spider-Man is not in the Avengers? Because he's partially owned by Sony. Got corporation politics getting in the way. They will not allow Spider-Man to be in the Avengers. Spider-Man. John Spider-Man. Marvel bid off a lot of their movie rights when they're doing pretty bad financially. Oh, I see. And then sorry, what does that sound? And then they got purchased by Disney. Now you can go to Disneyland and you can see Spider-Man. No, you can't see Spider-Man. You can see the rest of the Marvel characters. But not Spider-Man. You would have to go to Sony, Universal, whatever to see him. There's a Sony theme park, right? Theme park where you can see Spider-Man? It's gotta be. Ah! Can't wait for the famous mouse to become public domain. Wasn't Mickey Mouse always owned by Disney though? It's not like Winnie the Pooh where it was like a public domain character that they just happened to make a movie about. Like wasn't Mickey Mouse actually like directly owned by Disney? It's also why Fox got the X-Men and they were never involved in the Marvel Cinematic Universe as well. No, I never thought about that. Yeah, X-Men is they are Marvel and also not Marvel. Paramount still owns Hulk. Man, what a weird society we live in. Superheroes segmented by their corporate owner. Wait, wasn't but Hulk is in the Avengers, right? Or am I making that up? I actually don't know. I don't really know about I don't know superheroes. What about the Fantastic Four? They still exist? X-Men can't be in the MCU. Yeah, I don't know. Copyright. I don't know how that works. Imagine understanding copyright law. Imagine if superheroes were real. And then they couldn't Actually, it's like VTubers. It's literally like VTubers. It's like when people were like, "Oh, you can't have Hololive and Ninisanchi collab." It's like that. It's like that. Kiara and Pomu, literally, they're also VTubers, but they're in different corporations. cannot easily collab because of their rights holders or whatever. Imagine if superheroes were real and then they could not... You can't invite another superhero to be part of your group because they're sponsored by a different company. It's messed up. It's pretty messed up. They could write that in like in the actual lore. Be like, oh yeah, why can't Superman? Sorry, okay, Superman. You definitely can't collab with Superman, but like Spider-Man, he technically part of the company, but he's got different rights owners. Gotta play on different servers. No, but the servers, they're owned by whatever. Disney owns Marvel, and they still own the characters. So it's just those deals were for film rights. So Marvel Studios couldn't make movies about them or include them unless they made deals. I see. That's weird. Like the comic books, they can still collab in the comic books though? And video games? The video games are not movies, so I don't know. Hey, but Sony also makes the video games, so does their rights to Spider-Man also? I guess I don't know, because Sony does make the Spider-Man games, right? It's like one of their first party, most anticipated titles. Wait, I have my special. I'm not even using it. So Sony made the Amazing Spider-Man. Excuse me, Spider-Man has a hyphen between the spider and the man. Can't believe, yo, this guy's out here not even using the hyphen. Unbelievable. A similar thing is like for Walmart, actually. Walmart used to have a hyphen in their name, but at some point they removed it because I think like too many people were typing it without the hyphen. And so every time I see Walmart type, I keep thinking like, oh yeah, shouldn't there be like a hyphen in there? Oh, but there isn't. Canonically, they've gotten rid of the hyphen. Maybe that'll happen with Spider-Man. Maybe he'll realize that the hyphen is not needed. John Spider-Man. Yeah, feeling dehyphenated. When they remove the hyphen. You guys say dash or hyphen? You could say dash. You could say hyphen. You could say minus. Spider minus man. Spider hyphen man. Spider Spider dash man. Hyphen, exactly. You say minus. Spider minus man. When you guys, oh come on, communication error. When you guys see command line prompts, do you say minus minus, dash dash, hyphen hyphen? It can work all ways. ls dash l, ls minus l, ls hyphen l, minus minus, dash dash. Double dash. Remember Mario Kart Double Dash? And then they had the double exclamation marks. Classic indirection. LS minus L. I used to say minus L. Minus L. LS minus L minus ratio. I don't know. And then after a while I started saying dash. LS dash L. Actually, for a while, it was a Wall Star Mart. Wall Star Mart. How are people expected to type that? Wait, I'm not even queued up. Not even queued up for a match. I was wasting my time. Just not even doing anything. Hey, guys, make sure you you sit up straight. I'm gonna sit up straight now. There we go. Also, make sure to stretch. Gotta stretch every once in a while. You've been sitting. Just stand up. Yes, right now, the person listening to this right now, you gotta stand up, you gotta stretch. Literally, right now. Benefit of saying minus is that I can keep using it for every language. Did they say minus in... Okay, I guess the languages that you speak. I don't know. Walmart invented emojis? No, they were invented by... Weren't they invented by a Japanese telecom company? Docomo, right? Is that where they were invented? Emojis? The emojis that are pictures? You guys know that in emoji is for picture? I bet you didn't know that, huh? Now you know. You might have known. I splatted 2 people with that. Wow. This guy's shooting the ink everywhere. As you know, grass is super effective against water, so we're at a disadvantage here. Oh, no. Okay. That's how it works, right? It makes sense. It does. I'm kidding. That's not... We're not actually at a disadvantage. You believe me? Oh, I can't believe it. This guy... This guy believed me. It was a joke. It was a Pokemon joke. It's a joke about the type advantages in Pokemon. For people not familiar with Pokemon, there are some elements that are strong against other elements. You can think of it like rock, paper, scissors. In Pokemon, the starting Pokemon are either grass, water, or fire. It's like I formed a triangle, but then they introduce other types that are not part of these 3. And that's why things get complicated. Okay, that was my explanation of Pokemon. That's all you gotta know. There are types that are strong compared to other types. Oh man. Green. Yeah, the green names. There's always a lot of green names in this chat. There's always so many. Got Slime Molder, you got Zoli, Dream Panic. Many people. Several people that are not even here. Fire burns the plants, water helps plants grow. Electricity is good against water because, as you know, I used to think when I was a kid, I didn't know the word conduct, and so when I watched the Pokemon anime, and I think all my classmates were like this as well, they thought when they said water conducts electricity, that they were saying water can dug electricity. Like, you know how like dig is a move in Pokemon? We always, like in elementary school, we would always say, oh yeah, of course, water can dug electricity. And then for the longest time, I didn't know what that was. What does that even mean? What do you mean water can dug electricity? It actually conducts. Water conducts electricity. Now you know. It's like how I used to think it was Transformers robots in the sky. It's actually robots in disguise. Sometimes they were in the sky, but they were more often in disguise. Afraid of Ghost Punch. No, wait, I thought fighting was not good against ghosts. Like you cannot punch a ghost. But ghosts Wait, actually, I don't know. There's so many types. How are you supposed to remember them? Like dragon's weak against ice. How are you supposed to remember that? Fairy, right? Fairy's good against dragon. What's the logic behind that? The dragons are in fairy tales, and then what? Ghost is immune to fight. Yeah, normal, and also normal is immune to ghost. It's a two-way relationship right there. Geno pear tree? What the heck? Fairy is super effective against dragon because they already had some. Yeah, what's the in-universe explanation? You got stuff. Things are happening, and we gotta have a reason for it. Water's good against fire. Oh, what the heck? Bug is good against psychic because they don't have enough brain cells. Because, as you know, psychics are afraid of bugs. Classic. Harry Houdini, classically known as being afraid of bugs. I don't know if this is true. Just assume it's true. Oh, partridge. I see. Partridge in a pear tree. Bug is super effective against dark because Common Rider. No, they wouldn't do that in Pokemon. Referencing another series. They just gotta make up stuff. Bug, ghost, dark are common fears. Okay, that actually makes sense. People do be afraid of things. Got what is like the most one of those type advantages that makes no sense? What is steel? Steel is weak against fighting. I guess that makes sense. Fire, you know, you can melt steel with fire. Steel's good against ferret. Yeah, I didn't know that one. You know that thing when water freezes and does that thing where cracks open, sure ice is greater than rock. Well, I mean, you can freeze a rock, right? You could do that. The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. If you freeze Dwayne The Rock Johnson, he would be frozen. And he would not be able to wrestle. That's why. Steel's weak to ground because of earthquakes. Sure. Magnets. Yeah, magnets. Magnets are in the ground, right? You think they'll introduce a new type? What if they introduce a new type? What was the most recent type they introduced? Was it fairy? And that was quite some time ago. They could really shake up the meta if they added a new type. Steel's weak to fighting? Yeah, because you can punch steel. I mean, you can punch anything, but like you can punch steel, right? And I don't know. You punch rocks. But you can't punch water, and that's why water and fighting they don't have any sort of benefit or deficit. About flying. Flying is weak to lightning because if you're flying high in the sky, you can be electrocuted. And ice because people often freeze birds when they put them in their fridge and then they eat them. Also, ice makes it harder to fly. And birds, flying is good against fighting because you ever try to punch a bird? I don't think so. I don't think you can. You probably could. But I would not recommend it. Anyway, I've been slouching again. I'm gonna move my mic upwards so that I can sit up straight. Birds do hate the cold. It's true. You can throw rocks at birds. Yeah. Rock beats flying because two birds... Yeah, two birds with one stone. You know how they say, like, two birds with one stone? What if you just had, like, a really big stone? You could eliminate all of the birds. Not just two of them. All of them. Literally all the birds. Scientists invent a rock big enough to destroy all birds. Isn't the Earth just a really big rock? An asteroid? Yeah, the Earth is basically a stone, and we're destroying the Earth. And so, via global warming, we can destroy all birds on this stone. What happened before dinosaurs? Oh yeah, that's true. Dinosaurs were indeed birds. They were just birds. Yeah, transitive property. That's how you do it. Science. You can destroy the Rock. Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Yo, how many birds do you think Dwayne the Rock Johnson has destroyed? Two birds with one stone. Well, I guess it's a stone. Is a rock a stone? A rock? Like, stones are rocks, but are rocks stone? Not all rocks are stones. What is a stone? What's the difference? Is like a stone a specific shape? A specific maximum size? Dwayne the Rock Johnson? Bochi the Rock Johnson? Classic anime of the season. Stones are smoother? Is that true? Stone Cold Steve Austin? A stone is much smaller, meaning that it is movable. Unlike rock, the stone is typically hard and not metallic. Smaller cut stones are ideal building materials because they're strong. What? Unlike rock, the stone... Wait, so... are rocks not stones? Are they mutually exclusive? Can you be both a rock and a stone? Because I thought you could. A stone? Oh yeah, the British units. A stone. Classic British unit. The stone. A penny farthing. Yeah. A pound. Wait, but a pound is also currency. You're telling me they're paying 14 British currency for a stone? It's kind of... It feels like a lot. Yo, fromage. They got fromage. I mean, we got fromage. That's that means cheese. Yeah, farthing. Farthing. Wait, a penny farthing is it's a bicycle, right? It's like the big bicycle with the big wheel in the front. Literally 1728. What? Yeah, it's far and it's also a thing. How is it so far? Is it far or is it small? How is it so far? Wow. You know, when things are far away, they look smaller. It's true. That's how optics works. It's an optical illusion. You think they're far away. Okay, battle time. It's time to battle. They got Denise on the other team. We got Cube. We got Cube. And me. It's me, Wolfie. Oh, this guy just stopped moving. What is he doing? Okay, no, he's fine. I always wanted to ride a penny farthing. I feel like they'd be hard to balance on. Yeah, how do you even like why did they invent those? It's so high up. What why? It was just different back in the day. Like, Wolfie, you don't understand. Back in the day, they needed it to be high up to avoid the taxes. They were taxed based on how far above the ground they were. It's true, look it up. I totally got this from an official source. It's real. Extremely real. Yeah, the snakes. The snakes that were on that plane. Ooh, snakes. Oh, shoot. To avoid the snakes from Metal Gear. Solid Snake. And also the other snakes. Of which there are several. Anyway, we have fun here. This game's fun, right? I don't have to aim at all because this weapon, this is the easy weapon. And then now we can talk about other things, such as other YouTube videos that I have been recommended recently. Recently, I've been recommended, it's like a channel of a guy who plays basketball, and he's pretty good at basketball. And he plays against random people on the streets. And there's a bunch of videos where he pretended to be a nerd. He had like the classic nerd glasses and backpack and suspenders. And then he walked onto a public basketball court and everyone was like, haha, look at this nerd. This guy doesn't know what he's doing. And then he is good at basketball. And then he showed them wrong. It's one of the classic genres of videos on YouTube of people who go in public and are good at something, and then people don't expect them to be good at something, but then they're really good at it. And then they destroy everyone. It's like those public piano videos. You have some guy, they find a piano in public, and they pretend like they don't know what they're doing, and then suddenly they play like a masterpiece. And then everyone's like, oh, we didn't expect this guy to be a professional. Except what if you're not actually good? What if someone pretended to be like a nerd and then showed up in a basketball court? And then everyone's like, oh, this is probably one of those videos where they pretend they're not good and then they destroy everyone. But what if it's actually like someone who's actually not good? Someone who's like, oh, you expect it to be, it's clickbait. Like, oh yeah, viewers didn't expect this guy to be so good. and then they watch the video and then they're like, well, when does it get good? He's failing this whole time. It's people watching my stream. Oh, you won't believe if he's just pretending to be bad at Splatoon. You'll see. You'll see. It'll come around soon. If I saw someone like that, first thing I'd say is, where's the camera? Nobody dresses like that. No, look, it was like realistic. He got the glasses with the tape, you know, when you break your glasses and then you put the tape in the middle. He got that one. He had that any day, exactly. Classic. Okay, goodbye, Zoli. Anyway, the channel is called Professor Live. They call him the basketball professor or something. If you wanted to check out those, fake nerd destroying basketball players on the court. All those videos have like many, many millions of views. He also has videos where he like dresses up as Bugs Bunny and he goes onto the basketball court wearing the Bugs Bunny outfit with like the mascot helmet and everything. Not the helmet, what do they call those? Big mascot head. Oh, come on. There's one where he's Spider-Man. I didn't watch those. I watched some of the other ones. And yeah, I've been watching a few of those. And then I basically spent all of today just watching. No, that's all I do nowadays. I just watch videos and streams. I desperately need something to program, so I have something else to do. I was on Team Fire. What? I don't know. I'm gonna record that video. Well, someone disconnected, so... Alright. As far as other videos I've seen recommended, you guys ever get recommended like this video called, or this channel called like weather, like weather news fan or something? It's like the weirdest thing I've seen. Maybe it's not that weird. But like basically there's like a channel, a news channel in Japan where they have like, they talk about the weather. And there's like these weather women, I guess, forecaster ladies, I don't know. And they're just regular people, but then there's this entire like YouTube channel. Yeah, they're obsessed with like one they're obsessed with the newscasters or whatever. I got recommended it. I was like, what is this? Just like a newscaster. Oh, it's like, oh, she's so cute. All the comments are like, wow, she is the cutest person in the world. Wow, I can't believe, wow, she must have like a boyfriend or something, right? Haha. I don't know. It's just like, it's weird. And all those videos have like 1 million views. It's just like, oh, you won't believe how this girl goes from talking about some news and then she starts talking about there's like an earthquake alarm and then she goes all serious mode. And there's like one comment I saw that was like, oh man, I'd be so surprised if this girl doesn't have like an entire fandom dedicated to her. And then the comment was like, this is it. You're literally on the channel that is that is her fandom. Strange. But I mean, I don't know. Like if random celebrities have their fans, why not just like the weather people? I don't know. Just some strange energy in there. It's raining. It's literally raining. Ah, no. And then I've also been recommended a really old Jimmy Neutron clip for some reason. These whole like YouTube subcultures that I did not know existed until the algorithm showed them to me. There's like a meme of like Jimmy Neutron. There's like an episode of Jimmy Neutron where he works at a burger place or something, and then he does his typical Jimmy Neutron thing where he's like really smart. Instead of saying salt, he says sodium chloride, and then they have clips of like people dubbing the other character. Yeah, those videos. I've been recommended those recently. I don't know, like, I don't know. I didn't know this was like a whole meme. There's people like saying, oh yeah, I know you're smart, but you're better than this. You don't need to prove yourself. I mean, like all the destruction of the town. Typically, you know, you caused it and all that stuff. Based on a green text? Oh, I see. I don't think I saw the original one. It's like that point when, like, you don't see a meme when it first started, but you see all the, like, all the other reincarnations of the meme of people remixing it. Yeah, I've never seen the original one. It's been so far removed. Oh, is tricolor battles available now? Oh, we can see who's winning. We usually don't get to see this because of time zones. Because I normally stop streaming like half an hour from now. But due to time zones, we can see this now. I guess it's a good time for me to hydrate as well. Best time to hydrate is when Team Water is winning. But now we have to be on defense, which which is gonna suck. This is gonna suck. This is gonna be pretty bad. As we learned from the first Splatfest, the team who's winning is gonna have a difficult time in the tricolor battle. Surprise how split the teams are. Everyone's got their favorite Pokemon. Okay, how do I go to the Oh, I can't select it. Okay, it just happens. Man. This is the first, it's the same map as the first the first Splatfest. Surely fire is the most popular choice. Is it? No, water is. I thought water was the most popular. Everyone loves Charizard. That lizard who is fire. The fire lizard. Fire salamander. Do you know Charmander? It's a salamander. Who's charming. Alright, here they got Cat Dog. How they got Cat Dog and Femboy. How are we supposed to win? Literally not even possible. What was the first Pokemon I picked? I actually have no idea. I played Pokemon Red and Blue so much when they first came out. I don't remember my first choice. It might have been Squirtle, but I played through it so many more times after that that I probably have selected every starter Pokemon from Red and Blue. Got him. Okay, so one thing I learned apparently is that you can actually go up to the enemy base. There's a way to do it. I forgot how to do it. I think you go from here. You go up here. And they don't expect you to ink their base. I thought fire would be way higher too, just for Charizard fans. Look, I think people who are Charizard fans, they're old now. They're pretty old now. Maybe. Ah, shoot, what the heck. Wartortle is so good, I will die mad about what Blastoise looks like. I like Wartortle. Yeah, Wartortle's got like the little like wing ears. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go up here. Okay, I probably shouldn't go up here because there's an ink thing right there. But you can go from here. You can jump to the... Okay, you can't go... Never mind. I should use my special. They got me. What Blastoise has the two cannons though. He's got the... It's Toucan Sam. Two cannons. Sam. Okay, so wait a second. They both have the the ultra signal. Okay, how am I supposed to? How are we even supposed to win? He's a Digimon. Yeah, he's got a gun. Just like Gundramon. Okay, how do I go? I would like to go up there. I can't go up there. Okay, never mind. There's a way to do it. I just don't know. I just don't know how to do it. I mean, we're gonna lose this anyway, because as the defenders, there's no way we win this. What the heck? What if I just jump from the rail? Which rail? Okay, let me try this again. Let me go this way. The railroad? The great? Here, let me. We have a few seconds. No. Less about height and more distance. I guess I'll try. I'll try it next round. The great. Sounds like a great idea. Am I right? Sounds pretty great. Got cat dog. Colossus. Shadow of the Colossus. Okay, let's do this. Let's try it again. I was the #1 turf inker. What? I didn't even do anything. Yeah, I think the cash bonus... Okay, the cash bonus has run out. So I'm gonna go... I'll get some more of that cash bonus. Oops. Imagine you can do this in real life. You just eat food and then you get more money. Easy. It's so easy. Why don't people just do this? Life hack? Life hack. There's a food you can eat. It doubles your money. You ever see those like life hack videos of on YouTube of people ordering from restaurants and saying like, "Yo, you can get double the you could make 2 burritos if you order this specific way." And then the way they order is you go in the app, you order 1 taco, and then you add on a billion other things that are not typically part of a taco. There's one was like, "Oh yeah, Taco Bell sells their own sauce. It costs $2, but you know how you can get it for free? You can order a thing and then add on 25 sauce packets in your order, and they will give you the 25 sauce packets." And I'm just like, just buy it. I don't know. You're like making the coworker, you're making the the store employees do stuff like this. Don't tell them about mukbang. What? That's when they eat things. Yeah, imagine being that guy. Like, hey, can I get like 1 small taco and 25 sauce packets, please? Yes, yes. Also, can I get a 5 tortillas on the side? Thank you. And also some peppers and onions and just everything, just for free. When the Pokemon. Okay, so I can go. Oh shoot! I fell off. No, I can do it. Look, if I try hard enough, they're trying to kill me. They succeeded. Also, welcome, Nutritious. 1 taco and your entire condiment bar. Yeah, exactly. Give them the taco, please. So can I get one thing and then also 25 things that are unrelated to my order but that you provide for free? That's how you do it. Although apparently if you request like, if you go to Chipotle and you request like half of one meat and half of another, apparently they give you more of it because they don't know how to split things in half as easily. They underestimate how much half is. Hashtag life hack. Although I haven't been to Chipotle since before the pandemic happened, so I don't know what it's like over there. You guys ever had the tofu at Chipotle? They call it sofritas. It's pretty good. I tried it. It's pretty good. Pretty good as far as protein goes. Twice a week. Oh, I got him. Got him. You've never been to a Chipotle? I guess that's reasonable. There's no reason really to go to one. I've been to... There's a lot of places that I have not been to. I've never been to Taco Bell. Never been to Jack in the Box. Although I feel like that's pretty common. Haven't been to... No, I think I've been to... Hold on. What are some common restaurants that you would expect someone to have gone to? I don't know. Done the tofu at Moe's. Oh yeah, Moe's. That's a place that exists. Pizza Hut? Yeah, I've never had Pizza Hut. I've had Domino's though. There's no shortage of real Mexican restaurants here. That makes sense. But have you been to Taco Bell then? Where else will you go for fake Mexican food? If not Taco Bell. There was a, at my previous workplace, there was, I don't know if it's a New York specific thing, but, there's a place called Dos Toros, and it's pretty good. I've had it. It was near a Chipotle as well. Oat meat? What? Oat meat? It could be goat meat or oatmeal. It could be interpreted multiple ways. Oat milk is pretty good though. By far, my favorite milk substitute is oat milk. Something about it. It just tastes good. You said it right? Okay. Okay, here we go. We're gonna try. Yep. I cannot do it. Why can't I do it? Why can't I jump? There's gotta be a way to do it. I've seen it. I've seen it in videos. Oat milk. Oatmeal. You guys ever seen crickets? Crickets in a taco or a burrito? There was a Mexican place near my workplace that would sell cricket tacos. And one of my coworkers got one. And he said it was actually pretty good. He said it was pretty delicious. But everyone refused to try it. Everyone was like, what the heck, you think I'm gonna eat that? I didn't try it. Would you guys try one? I don't think I would. I don't know. I don't think I would try a cricket taco. But who knows? Maybe it's actually really good. You never know until you try, and I guess I will never try. I wouldn't order it, but you would take a bite. Yeah, I guess. You would probably try it. It is safe for consumption. Alright, we're gonna try this again. Yep. Oh shoot! Holy frick, I've done it. I'm in their base. They don't expect this. No one expects this. Now I got my other teammate also up here. No one expects us to be in the base. They're like, how the heck? Oh no, don't get me. Okay. Hey, but look at that. I did something. Eat crickets if they weren't in cricket form? Yeah, I guess if you like put them in a blender, like a light blender, I guess. And then you just mix it in with the other ingredients. Maybe it wouldn't even be noticeable. You wouldn't even know. Alright, I don't think we won this one. But I like to think that maybe I helped a little bit. Or not, no, they painted over all my stuff. Never mind. There's no winning. You can't win as the defending team. Anyway, the cricket thing, I understand people not wanting to eat. But like, there was also a time when he brought in like pork rinds. You know, like the skin of pork. And I thought that was always normal for people to eat, right? You got like those things that people eat, and it's those. But for some reason, people at the workplace seem grossed out about it. It's literally just pork skin. Why? Everyone's like, pork skin? Oh, it's gross. I'm not eating that. I love it. It's so good. I don't get why people don't like it. It's good. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back. I'm going to go scrub the gear. As you know, in Splatfest, it costs only 2,000 to scrub your gear. As he's telling you right now. You can do this for literally 2,000. Cheap. It's pretty cheap. Recommend that you do it at 2 ability chunks. Because the 3rd chunk takes a long time to get. They got planes in this game? The heck? Anyway, yeah, pork rinds are good. Goated. Do it at 1. If you have a lot of money, you could do that. I could probably do it. But I choose not to. Alright. We got Doritos. What if they made Doritos out of pork rinds? Imagine that. Crispy and crunchy. Definitely not vegan. Actually, are Doritos vegan? I don't know. I guess the nacho cheese probably has... Wait, what is that? Artificial cheese? It's probably artificial cheese. What if they revealed that Doritos nacho cheese is vegan? I would guess that they are. Oreos are vegan? Okay, they just have... It's not real milk, and it's not real cheese. Literally fake. Imagine they announced... you know how there was that whole thing in Canada a while back about how Subway's... Their chicken was not... They couldn't legally... I guess it was like the soy content in the chicken was like... It was like 50% soy or something, and there was like a lawsuit. Imagine if they revealed that the Subway's chicken is vegan. It's like, oh, good news, guys. This chicken has been vegan the whole time. You think people would be upset? I think they would. Be like, what the heck? Eating a soy product? Soy is pretty good. Tofu? Tofu's great. In fact, you could say tofu is goated. It's one of the goated things of all time. I haven't had Mapo tofu in so long. There used to be like my previous workplaces, there's always been like a Chinese restaurant within walking distance that had really good Mapo tofu. And it's like the Szechuan style one. It's got like the numbing spice. And I haven't had that in so long. I miss it. One day I'll go go out somewhere. Then I'll have it. Oat meat I was mentioning was Taco Bell beef. Oh, okay. They have that. They made that out of oats. Sounds sounds oated. Am I right, guys? Goated, but without the G. It's like it's vegan and it's oat. And goated is like. You gotta think. I can't just explain every joke to you guys. Sometimes if I say a joke, you just have to figure out why it's funny on your own. And if it's not funny, then maybe you're not thinking hard enough. Am I right? Am I right, gamers? Exactly, alright? I told you. Every joke is funny. You just have to, like, think about it. You just gotta think. Apparently most Doritos flavors aren't vegan. Yeah, I would imagine, like, the cheese flavored ones, probably not vegan. I don't know, maybe they just killed a bunch of animals for no reason. Like, what if something, like, is technically vegan? Like, it could be vegan, but then they just happen to, like, not be vegan. Like, tofu. Tofu is normally vegan. But then some companies like, oh yeah, this is non-vegan tofu. And you're like, how does that even happen? You have to like go out of your way specifically to make it non-vegan. Let's see, more food should have a nummy flavor. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I was watching a video recently. This is my content now. I just say what videos I've been watching. I was recommended a video that was like, when people talk about spicy, there's actually 3 different types of spicy. Right? There's the type of spicy you usually associate with peppers. That has to do with like capsaicin or whatever. Then they have like the numbing type of spicy, with typically associated with like Szechuan cuisine. And then they have the kind of spicy that's like wasabi type of spicy. Wasabi, horseradish. And so when someone says something is spicy, it could be any of those 3. Typically, it's the pepper one. But you don't know. They're distinct. They've got different... They affect people in different ways. You simply don't know. Cool Ranch requires an animal sacrifice. Yeah, you gotta sacrifice... that's why they call it Cool Ranch. It's at the ranch. They got the animals at the ranch. And they have to be cool with it. You have to sacrifice a cool animal. Because if the animal's not cool with it, they should not be on the ramp. The ramp? Sorry, I was looking at this ramp and I said ramp. The ranch. The ramp. There's a ramp right here. The ranch. The ranch. Wait, why did they call it ranch dressing? Like, a ranch is a location. But, like... Why... How did that become, like, its own thing? And also Thousand Island dressing. What the heck is Thousand Island? Which Thousand Islands are they talking about? I simply don't know. This ranch is sick. Yeah, the cows on this ranch are literally sick. Proprietor Steve Henson from Minecraft, Steve, began whipping up the buttermilk dressing for his crew in Alaska. He later brought it to the ranch where it became popular. Okay, so it wasn't even invented in the ranch. He just happened to bring it to a ranch. Right? Yeah, more like Cruel Ranch. I mean, yeah, exactly. You guys remember when it used to be called Cooler Ranch? And Nacho Cheesier? I thought I was like gaslit. I thought it always was like that. And then when I saw like a Doritos bag recently, it just said Cool Ranch and nacho cheese. And I just was like, hasn't it always been like cooler ranch and nacho cheesier. But apparently it was like that in the past, and then they reverted it for some reason. I was like, oh, did I get like the less cheesy version? Did I get like the less cool version of the ranch? Oops, I just died. Look it up, look it up. It's true. You can look up cooler ranch and nacho cheesier. It's real. I'm not even making this up. It's on the Wikipedia. No, I'm not. I'm not gaslighting. It's real. It's real. Right. So when I saw I had like regular ranch, just regular cool ranch, I was like, what the heck? This is not the ranch I know. I forgot the reasoning for why they reverted it, but that is a thing that used to exist. I think they did it originally to be like, oh yeah, look at those other brands. We're not like them. We're cooler ranch. And our nachos are cheesier. Not just nacho cheese, nacho cheesier. And I think it confused people, maybe? Because maybe people thought that there was like a... This was like the extra version of it. You know, extra cheese, but that's just their default. And then they undid it. Sauce got known as let's get that dressing. Let's get that dressing that the ranch over there serves. I guess, maybe. Ranch, yeah, that ranch over there. Huevos rancheros. What do they call that? I don't know. Whoops. We're winning, right? I think we're winning. Probably. I think we're winning. Or not. Maybe we're not winning. Whoops. Okay, get that guy. Okay. I could not get that guy. But yes, it's true. Nacho cheesier. We also got the, I will stand by my thing where I say that the purple bag Doritos are the best ones. The spicy sweet chili, as they call it. Definitely the goated flavor. Actually, recently I was looking, those chips actually are more expensive than the regular nacho cheese ones. I was like doing online shopping, and there was like you could buy the purple bag ones, or you could buy the regular red bag ones. And the red bag ones, you get them a lot more. I just noticed you have a Pokemon. Hold on, the back of their the back of the Inkling's costume has the word Pokemon on it. What the heck? Hold on, I did not notice this whole time. You only notice when they do a pose at the end when they turn around. You put sriracha on the Doritos? I've never thought about that. Could they have like the could they have official sriracha Doritos? That'd be cool. Hold on, let's take a look at this Pokemon branding right here. You got the ink tank, I can't see it. Okay, hold on. There it is, you see that? Can you zoom in? It's right there. It says Pokemon right there. I'm gonna take a screenshot. Literally advertising Pokemon. SMH. Nintendo, come on. You gotta put the hashtag in the details. Purple bag Doritos Flamas? I've never heard of that one. But I think, yeah, actually I shouldn't just say purple bag. They have, different regions have different purple bags. I think Canada has its own different purple bag that's not... It's not always sweet spicy chili. Oh yeah, yeah, if you change gear after a match you can, yeah. You try that. Got the Pokemon ad for the new game that's coming out. Tapatio Doritos. Actually, I think I saw those. I think I saw those when I was in the last time I went to a convenience store. Supermarket, that's what they call them. I saw them. I also saw there's a brand of chips that I like called Popcorners. It's basically, you think of like a Dorito, except it's like popcorn, sort of. Pop chips are so good. They had like a queso flavor. It's pretty good. Really good. I would recommend it. Another brand of chips that is good is Pop Chips. It's like a potato, like a potato stack. I love those chips. So what is everyone's favorite brand of chip? I'm not much of a fan of like Lay's original potato chips. Something about them. They're just too greasy. I like the sour cream and onion though. Those are pretty good. I love Takis. I've actually never had Takis. I didn't even know they existed until at some point Northern Lion did a stream where he ate them live on stream because he's also never had them. And I was like, I didn't know this was a thing. But he enjoyed them. And when you have digestive problems... Oh no! Yeah, spicy things, I don't know. I feel like if I had the choice between eating something spicy and not spicy, I would probably choose to not have the spicy. This goes back to the topic of the 3 types of spicy that I was talking about. I would not have the type of spicy that's associated with peppers. The other 2 though, I think those are fine. I like the numbing spicy from Szechuan cuisine. And also wasabi. Pretty good. Hot fries. Oh yeah, Caps. Caps hot fries. Those are pretty good. I remember those. I like popcorners, but if you eat too much, the aftertaste mouth feeling is ugh. I haven't had that happen to me. Maybe I just haven't eaten enough of them at once. I'll take sour cream and onion or barbecue. I think they're both fine. I think I prefer sour cream and onion. Both are pretty good though. Doritos barbecue? I didn't know they had Doritos barbecue. Typically when I think of barbecue chips, I think of like potato chips and not corn chips. I don't think I've ever seen Doritos barbecue. Barbecue and lemon. Oh yeah, they also have like lemon versions. Those are things. Also, when I went to Japan, I found out that apparently the Pringles there are actually smaller than the Pringles in the US. They're actually like they're actually significantly smaller. Welcome, Frank. Yeah, water. We're on the water team. Cheez-Its chips. I don't think I would count them as chips. But they are a snack. Is the can small? Yeah, the can is smaller. The chips are smaller. They got weird flavors. Japan, known for its limited time flavors. Apparently they had like a yakisoba. Sorry, they had like a yakisoba, I forget. Is the yakisoba flavored Pringles? No, it was Pringles flavored yakisoba. Which I don't even know what that means. But that's a thing that existed. What the heck? It's just a potato. What is the Pringles flavor? There's so many Pringles flavors. I have no idea. Oh, I should be using my my special. Also, Cheez-Its has its own. They have like spin-off Cheez-Its. And there are these like thin Cheez-Its that are like, I don't know what to call them. They're like wheat thins maybe, but it's like Cheez-Its. They're not like really Cheez-Its, but they're under the brand name of Cheez-Its. I'm about to die. I just died. But I did trade, so that's fine. Whoops. But yeah, those are some chips. Sun Chip, you guys remember when Sun Chips had the really loud bag? when they went environmentally friendly, and then they replaced all their bags with this really loud material. You ever touch the bags, it just like people from like a block away could hear it. And then they had to undo it because it was too loud. It was causing a public disturbance. I've been eating those Groove Cheez-Its for a while. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. They're pretty good. But I feel like if I get tired of them more quickly than many other types of snacks for some reason. I wish I collected those and wanted to make a giant annoying noisemaker. They don't make them the same anymore. They're like, yeah, we're going to be environmentally conscious. And then everyone's like, we hate this. Alright, I guess we'll go back to destroying the environment. Just because people can't handle the loud sounds from a bag. I wonder if they're on eBay. They're all expired though. I guess you can, if you just want the bag, that's fine. Are you legally allowed to sell like expired No, I guess there's probably nothing stopping you from selling expired stuff on eBay. They did say it was as loud as an airplane. It is really loud. I remember. I would walk into a Subway, I'd pick up a bag of Sun Chips, and everyone in that restaurant would know that you picked up a bag. Whoops. Okay, this next one will be the final one of today. We got pets on the team. Okay, one final hydration. Oh yeah, we're gonna check the Pokemon logo on the back. Gotta show that one. Gotta show off that Pokemon drip. That's what they say nowadays. The drip. This drip is on fleek, for real, for real. No cap, frog. Okay, see that? We got the Pokemon. They got the Pokemon logo right there. Right there, that's Pokemon. Real Pokemon collab. In case you were doubting that this was a Pokemon collab for some reason. There it is. Official, sponsored by Nintendo, collab with Pokemon. Last one. Just waiting, just waiting. Alright, I was gonna hydrate. Okay, I'm back, I'm back. Don't think I missed out on... I would never miss. He never misses. Except when he's aiming. You can only miss if you were actually aiming. Right? If it looks like I missed, maybe I just wasn't aiming there. Maybe I was actually maybe I was actually aiming at the ground. Huh? That's possible. That's a thing. That's a thing that happens. Yep. Alright. final 2 minutes. Yeah, accuracy, and not in this house. You know how they say that you always miss the shots that you don't take? I don't think that's true. If you never make a shot, you, by definition, you have not missed at all. It really makes you think, right? They would not. You can't say that someone who has never fired a shot is the same as someone who has missed all their shots. If you never take a shot, you have infinite accuracy. That's when your kill death ratio is infinite, is when you have never died. And also never killed anyone. If you just AFK, you can everyone starts off with an infinite kill death ratio. Oh no. In video games, sorry. I should clarify, in video games. Yes. Classic thing in video games when you have a kill death ratio. Such games such as Counter-Strike. In case Twitch you are wondering about the context. I mean in video games. Nvidia though? Nvidia? Nvidia game. Whoa. Isn't it wild? Nvidia makes graphics cards. You know what graphics cards are used for? In video games. You could say their graphics cards are used in video games. Nvidia games. They have another Tentamissile spammer on their team. How is that allowed? I should be the only one. We're losing. We're gonna lose. There is no way that we win this one. And that's fine. You know what graphics cards are used for? Generating AI art. Also true, and also for mining, yeah, mining cryptocurrencies. Or other things. They're used for generating I can't say, generating heat. That's right. That's their primary use case. They make the air warm inside the PC case. Alright, well that's it. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. We'll find out what today is. Go to that outro scene. National Happy Hour? You can't have Happy Hour Day. Come on. I never understood. It's like, it's called Happy Hour, but it's always more than 1 hour. Right? It's like, oh, this bar is having happy hour. It's never just an hour. And now you're telling me they have a happy hour day? Come on, that's like 24 hours. American Fancy Rat and Mouse. I like that one. American Fancy Rat and Mouse Day. Oh, and just regular, like, non-American? Okay, so they have American Fancy Rat and Mouse Day, and they have, like, other Fancy Rat and Mouse Day? Wow, okay. National French Dip Day. National Pizza with the Works except Anchovies Day. This is so specific. National Saddle Hunt Day. Okay. I like Fancy Rat and Mouse Day, right? American or not? You can do whatever one you want. Fancy Rat and Mouse Day raid. Now I'm gonna find out who I'm gonna raid. Let's see. I got my Twitch. Got some Twitch TV, twitch.tv. Let's see. I've never rated this person. Disembodied voices. They're also playing Splatoon in like the corner of their their stream. Okay. Slash raid. I'm sending it. Alright. Thanks for watching. I'll be back on Monday with something. Either that Yoshi game or Mario Picross. And then Wednesday, Tuesday, something. I don't know. We'll play that Yoshi game. Mario. Superb Mario. I don't know what I'm going to play on Thursday. I finished a short hike. Now I've got to find something else to play on Thursday. Who knows? I don't even know. Literally, it could be anything. It could be... literally, we don't even know. Yeah, short hike was good. I enjoyed it. I've already seen people play it, so I already know part of what happens. Anyway, the raid's gonna go. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.